Hello there, YouTube. I actually recorded this yesterday for today, but when I looked at it, I didn't. I realised that I'd mixed it up, and with next... It's complicated. I realised that I'd said a lot of things in it that I'd said in next week's, and a lot of next week's 5x5s are a bit of a cheat. They've been recorded ahead of time. When you see them, you'll understand why. So, I've spoken a lot in here about various different things, but one of the things I haven't really talked enough about, and I've actually tried to avoid a little bit because I can't talk enough about them, is my wife, Amki. And I haven't really spoken about her a great deal. If she can hear me recording this now, which she probably can because she's in the other room, she'll have an overwhelming urge to run in and stop me, so I can only apologise to her in advance. But today is my 5th wedding anniversary. And these have been the happiest 5 years of my life. This is the happiest time of my life I can remember. Many, many years ago, I was writing a blog. I started writing a blog as a way, I don't know, of just exercising my writing demons, if you like. You know, I'd written a novel at the time I started writing this. You know, I hadn't had it published. I'd written all kinds of stories, short stories and articles and reviews and things like that. I've been doing it all my life with no real success up to this point. But I started writing a blog, and WordPress, one of the things that when you start a blog on WordPress, and I assume anywhere else, is they tell you, you know, oh, if you want to sort of publicize your blog and get it read by more people, visit other blogs, you know, click on the tags that you've put in your blogs. And one of them was just weirdness. And I clicked on this tag and it sent me to a few different bloggers, and I liked a lot of their stuff. But there's one that really stood out. And it was a blogger who was living on the other side of the Atlantic, and her writing just really, really appealed to me. You know, it was remarkable to me how similarly we thought. And I thought, hey, you know, we could be buddies. It's you know, in another life, perhaps we'd have been good buddies. I didn't think much more about it than that. I just commented on her stuff, and she commented on mine. You know, there was no thought of anything more than that at that point. You know, she was one of the people whose blogs I commented on. There were several others that I really enjoyed and commented on. And, you know, our respective relationships fell apart that we were in at the time, and a couple of months down the line, you know, we'd started to comment more and more and more, and then we started talking on Facebook. And I swear to you, this is true. The first night, can you hear those dogs? Sorry, I've got to have the window open because it's so hot. The first time we ever spoke on Facebook and had a long conversation, she'd added me a while before, but the first time we had a long conversation on Facebook was, I swear to you, this is true, I'd watched Catfish the night before. So as we started to talk about ourselves, and I started to realise that here was a person who could be much more than just a friend to me, you know, who I'd like to be much more than a friend, because they just seemed remarkable. So utterly remarkable, in fact, and so amazing a person that, as I've said many times about my wife, and as I've said on Facebook today about our anniversary, if you had told me about this person, I would have thought you were making her up, because she's just so kind, so warm-hearted, so talented, so funny, so well-educated, so incredibly beautiful, and just so remarkable in every single way that I would honestly have thought you were making this person up had I not met her in person. But meet her in person I did in February of 2012. And, you know, a year and a half later, she married me for reasons, I don't know. Why did she marry me? I have got no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. But she did 5 years ago today. So, you know, that's, you know, I really wanted to, and I could go on and on and on, and I can see how much time I've got left, and I'm almost launching into another thing about Amki and just how amazing a person she is. But I have to stop soon because we're running out of time. But we have had a kind of a remarkable journey. You know, you can, if you go on my blog at sleeplessblog.wordpress.com, if you go back far enough, you know, you can actually see that story and how it evolved. But that's all I want to talk about for today because it's my anniversary.